Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Women Corner on Oweleke TV. You know how we do it in here, unraveling the mysteries behind the things we do as women and why we do them. I am Mohammed Sadatu and I'm your host. As usual, I'm not alone in the studio. I have with me here my beautiful and energetic co-host, Chiwendu Osisiegu and Eunice Bako.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you. Today, we'll delve into a controversial issue on why married women mount pressure on their friend. When we come back after the break, we'll talk more.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. Today we're going to factor why married women put so much pressure on single ladies. There's this controversy going on online that has stirred a lot of reaction on why married women mount pressure on single ladies. Chichi, from your own perspective, why do you think some married women mount pressure on single ladies? Or why do you think some married women mount pressure on their friends that are singles?
Yeah. Okay. Thank God you said on your own perspective. What I would say is that the responsibilities that comes with marriage is a whole lot. From childbearing down to taking care of your husband, down to taking care of your children in school. A lot of responsibility. Like you hardly have time for yourself, especially when you're a career person. So I think one of the reasons why a married woman usually mount pressure on single ladies is because they've been there, they are there already, and they know what it is, the whole stress. And now you are seeing your single friend, probably she's 30 years old, and you're wondering in your heart, this lady is 30 and she's not yet married. How will she cope when she's like, okay, she's not yet married? When you are 30, ladies get older faster than men. We grow older. So now, what will you do when you start giving birth late? How would you be able to cope? Your body. I know the more we grow older, the more your body changes. Everything changes about you. So I feel one of the reasons is because if you love your friend, you say, how far now? Why you never married? The pressure and everything, responsibility with marriage comes a whole lot. And again, in the women's circle, the eggs, when you get older, it depreciates. So one of the reasons is, when you're getting older, even medically, they will advise that as you're getting older, it is really, really difficult to, give birth, although people actually give birth at an older age.
Okay. Do you think it's appropriate to ask your friends or your single lady friend why she's not married? Because you guys are close. She's your friend.
Of course.
You know that some people or some lady are not single by choice. Do you think it's appropriate? Yes, because some ladies are not actually single by choice. It might be due to one situation that leads to them being single or the other. And I also know that there are ladies that choose to be single because they can't cope with the drama that comes in with relationship. But as your friend, as somebody that is your friend, you're close, you go out, you know more about that person. Do you think it's appropriate to keep asking, when are you going to get married? You are not married. Do you think as a married woman it's appropriate to ask a single lady, go and get married?
No, it's not appropriate because you make them feel less.
They do that a lot. They do that a lot. And from your own perspective, I think you might mean well, but there are other people that's not where they are driving at. Some ladies, some married women, they don't feel comfortable having their single friends, in their house or in their company. Once they get married, you just feel like, okay, some of them even go as far as cutting off
their friends. It's not their fault. Like I said earlier, that the responsibility that comes to marriage is a whole lot.
But when what about those people? What about those married women that still have, they still create that space, that chance for their single friends? You're talking from your own perspective.
Yes.
And there are other people that to them it's actually not the way you are seeing it. Some even it's envy. Or what do you think?
I have had a lot of them in my corner, and they are always
pork nosing. They just want to be in your business. They just want to know a lot about you. They just want you to get married. I just feel like they are envious of the freedom single ladies have. When you are married, you are tied with a lot of responsibilities.
Just
you are
like Ms.
tied.
Chichi said,
You
there
are
are lots
tied
of
with so many
responsibility that you're
things.
tied with.
Yes, you don't have freedom to go out. You don't have freedom to hang out with your friends. You don't
With
have.
some.
Okay.
For some,
I
sorry.
wouldn't want to. Let me just say some.
Don't generalize.
Let me not generalize, but in my own space,
Okay.
I've seen so many married women coming up to me, walking up to me. It's I feel like they do not have respect for privacy. There's privacy.
I think it's because it depends on the kind of relationship we
you're
have
having
with
with
these
that
people.
person.
Because I don't think
These are
any
normal.
married woman in her right senses to just come and start,
There are.
Yes, I feel
There
like
are.
it's okay.
There are.
I'm sorry. I feel like it's okay for you to you are caring and all that. You say babes, Eunice, you sure say you they pray, or you sure say you they inside
That
relationship.
tone you
It's
use.
respectful.
Careful.
You
Exactly.
get, but you just walk up to me and you like,
When are you going to get married?
you know, go marry.
That
You
is
know,
the
see your
common
body don't
language,
they?
actually.
I don't
That's the common
understand.
language.
My body don't they, so what? I don't understand it. So I shouldn't get fat, or I shouldn't be chubby, I shouldn't be nice, I shouldn't be looking good because I'm not married. Like, is that supposed to be like a tag? Oh, because she's chubby or she's this, she's that, she's not going to get married. Some even go to the point of saying that, you know, go see husband though, you better find husband, marry you. But I feel like they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. You don't know what so many people are going through.
True,
You just walk up to them and start telling them that, you know, go get married.
Married.
What if I've been in several relationships
And
and
it
it
didn't
didn't work out?
Yeah.
What if my genotype did not work out with the person I want to get married to? Do you understand? So what if I'm going through so many depression or so many trauma that I don't come out to tell you, and I'm always smiling and always happy and all that outside, and you just come out to say a word that would trigger me to commit suicide?
Oh.
to me, I don't feel the person talking to you about getting married actually hates
No,
you.
no,
It depends on how you
the
approach
relationship,
that.
the approach.
The thing is,
Depend on how you
the thing
approach
is,
the person.
all these married women should be mindful of how they speak.
Some of the married
They should
women
not
should
some-
be
not all the married women.
please, let's correct
Because I
ourselves,
don't
not all,
actually
because
ask anybody.
yeah,
I don't
that
ask
is
single
true,
friends.
but
Okay, but going to ask them about getting married is
Married.
something I can never
Never
do because
do.
everybody have their own. Like for example, the ones I have at the moment are not even in the country; they're outside the country pursuing their career. So everybody have what they want to do, but
Exactly.
it doesn't stop me from telling them that marriage comes with a lot of, because when you get to, like, I've heard somebody saying that when you get to the age of 14, you know, it's not easy. It's not like when somebody's at the age of 26 and they say open your leg and push out a baby. The difference is clear.
Then
because
where is the place of God helping you
of
out?
course, God would
Technology is
definitely
there.
help. I'm just
Even
talking
if
about
you're 40,
medically.
you can-
Like,
you
I'm
can
not saying
still
you
give
cannot
birth.
give birth at the age of 40. Of
Okay.
course, you can. But the strength and everything, it cannot be compared to someone that is just
I thought-
25, 26, 27.
I thought they said we are not just weaker vessels, we are stronger. So where is
So
the place
I
of
have a
strong
question. Do you still hang out with your single friends, your single ladies friends? Because I've experienced this myself. I have some friends that the very moment they get married. They just cut. They just cut the connection. They don't even communicate with you. They don't
Yeah.
talk to you anymore. And
Yeah.
even when you try to reach out to them,
Yes.
they'll be like,
I'm busy.
you'll be feeling like they are snubbing you. It's there. The
Mm.
obvious fact is there that they are snubbing you. And you just don't have any choice as a lady. You just have to give them that distance. Do you still communicate with your single friends? And if you do, why is it so from your own viewpoint?
Well, I had this friend since while I was in university
Okay.
until date. In fact, we even have a group chat where we usually chat once in a while. Like yesterday, we were even still chatting. Going out with them, I said before that they're not in the country. So the ones in Nigeria, I have one that I've been pressurizing to come and join our group. She said, as long as it's married group, she does not want to come and start hearing my husband this, my children this.
Exactly.
Because
That's
it's
what they are
depressing.
scared of.
Do you
That's what
understand?
they are
It's depressing.
scared
But
of.
I still talk to them on a daily basis. I still ask them how far until date. Sometimes when my baby is doing birthday, they just say, I take 10,000 and buy something for the baby. So one of the reasons what you enjoy from these friends is not just the money, but
Yeah.
sometimes when you're down with something and you feel you want to talk to
Talk to
somebody,
someone.
sometimes I even go to tell them and they say, okay, do this, do that, regardless of the fact that they're not even married yet. So I
Yes.
still keep them, not just because they are single. I keep them because they've been friends,
For a
like
very
more than
long
friends, like
time.
sisters.
That's
I'll
nice
say
of you.
yes.
So have you are you still in contact? Let me land.
Most of your friends are married.
Are you still keeping in touch, or are you still in contact with
Well,
your married friends? Or how is the relationship between you and your married friends?
I have a lot of things. I have a lot of responsibilities, and you can't expect me. Come on, look at men getting married to women now. Look at the caliber of women they are getting married to. So how would I want to limit myself to a point that I've not achieved something and I just want to go into married and start pumping children?
But you
like
can
a
already
pumping
achieve
machine?
what you want to
Wait,
achieve
you-
when you
I
are
was
married.
You
Tell me,
let me
cannot just like
land.
as if we cannot achieve our own when we are married. Because we just land.
Wait,
We cannot achieve what we want to achieve when we are married. Of course, it's the kind of husband that we marry. If you marry the husband that can allow you to,
That is
yes, so that's
supportive,
supportive. That will allow you to
Let me
work
land.
and do
Hold
whatever
on.
you want to do. Of course, you can
Okay.
achieve what you want to achieve.
Okay, let
So
me
stop making it
let
as
me
if
land.
until you are single and you want to achieve your dreams.
I think there's something she wants to correct.
No,
Like,
wait,
you
seriously.
can still be in a relationship. You can still be married
Yes.
And still achieve your
still
dream.
Okay, can I
your
just
dream.
land? I'm
Just
not
like
done,
I
yes.
said earlier on, there are people that are single by choice.
Yes.
And there are people that are not single by
Yes,
choice.
yes.
But then, as a married individual, as a married female, if you want to talk to your single friend, this is somebody you don't have to go in hard, go and
That's
get
my
married.
point. That's my
You
point.
don't go and get married. You need to get married. You are getting old. Do you know if that
That's
person,
my point.
your friend, you should know if she's single by that choice, like I said, or
Exactly.
she's single by circumstance.
Like what I was saying earlier,
Okay.
we have individual differences.
Okay.
You have a background you are coming from.
From.
You have a personal experience you've had, and you know the type of
Family?
track you've set for yourself, and you say, okay, by this point, I want to reach this, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's on you. It's your personal experience. This is me.
So
This
you
is my
think
life.
that if marriage
Let me-
comes
let
for
me
you now,
finish.
you will not get
Let me
married?
finish. This is my life. I've
Okay.
set goals for
She has
myself.
a question for you. I think-
Wait.
let's
I've
have
set
this.
goals for myself,
Okay.
right? You can't just walk up to me and start telling me, babes, get married. Hello, who you be? Do you get?
Okay, yeah, I'm reading on your career. Are you telling me that if a man comes to you and wants to marry you, just because you want to succeed in your career, you will leave the marriage and just focus on
If
your
that
career?
man loves me, we are going to have an understanding.
Okay. Are you going? The
Definitely.
question is: are you
The
going to
both
get
of-
married and still
That's what
pursue
I'm
your
saying.
career or not?
No, I have to settle to some certain limit, to some certain stage
Okay.
before I can get married. I can't go into a marriage and be a mediocre. I can't go in and sit down, do
Are you
nothing.
saying the people that are married are being mediocre?
I'm not saying they are mediocre.
Okay,
I'm not
want
saying
to
they are mediocre.
know.
There are actually successful people in marriage
Of
I
course.
admire. There are
Okay.
a lot of successful people
But
in
do you
marriage.
think if these people did not get married, would you have admired them at this stage? I'm also single. But I have my own like perspective
Yeah.
of being a single lady. Like the thing there is that if marriage come as a single lady, if marriage come, I just think for me I'll go for it because it will not stop me from achieving
what you want to
what
achieve.
I want to
It still
achieve.
boils down to the point of individual differences.
This is-
Like I said
Okay.
before, we have our individual differences. What works for you cannot work for me. What works for me can also
Are
not
you
work
sure
for
it
you.
cannot work for you?
And at times, what works for you may work for me, but I don't want to take that chances. Because at the end of the day, I say, okay, what works for you? If it work for me, make I follow you. I followed you now. I went and
But I've seen some people that actually wanted to get married. A lot of men were coming to meet them. Okay, I want to marry you, but because of the fact that they wanted to focus on their career,
careers.
until now they are still focusing. They're even something years old.
That's what I'm
They are
saying.
still focusing.
That's what I'm
And I know
saying.
you're right. And now they're even praying to God that God, anyone, even if it's a short man or a lame man that is working like this,
I don't think there's anybody praying for that. A successful career lady will not pray for that. Honestly, a successful career lady cannot pray for that. How can you pray for anything to come? But honestly, if you have faith and you believe, definitely the person, your dream man will definitely get to you. Dear married women, whenever you want to advise your single friend, please kindly do it in a more suitable and in a more acceptable way. On this note, I'd love to give a very lovely thank you to my co-host at Chuendu and Eunice. Thank you very much for
you.
coming.
Thank you.
It's nice having you guys, and I enjoyed our conversation.
Oh, I did. I actually did. So
Yes,
thank
I
you
did.
so much.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank
Until
you.
we come your way some other time, I am Mohammed Sadatu. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Oweleketv. Bye.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleke.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.